Before we begin today's broadcast, we would like to take a moment to thank our supporters on patreon.com/howdyfolks, whose support helps make live streams like this possible. If you want to become a patron supporter, head over to patreon.com/howdyfolks today. And now, without further ado, let's begin the show.
Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Rees and welcome to another morning live stream where I haven't slept enough and I'm still a pretty sleepy boy. I'm still pretty tired. I hope everything's working. I hope all the audio's working. I didn't even do a sound check before we got started. It looks like we're getting sound. It's probably fine, I'm sure. I'm wearing a sweater and a robe today. That's how cold it is. And I'm considering, for the first time in probably the last 15 years of my life, for the first time in 15 years, I'm considering buying some sweat clothing. That is to say sweatpants, sweatshirt, you know, just so I can get up and deal with these morning streams, because normally it wouldn't be a problem. I'd get up, it's a cold day, I'll just get dressed for work, I'll put on my jacket, you know, put on my long sleeve shirt, I'll get all warm and cozy, ready for work. I can't do that now because I'm doing a live stream, and I can't dress like I'm going for work because it's very uncomfortable, my work clothes. I don't think of my work clothes as being sit around and play video game clothes, you know what I mean? That's not what they are. They're more like get up and get things done sort of clothes. So I need some get up and not do things, but play video game clothing. So I'm considering getting some black sweatpants, a classic. That or heather gray is what I was looking at there on Amazon. And then I'm going to get either just your basic sweatshirt. I've got to find one without a sport ball logo because I don't know any sport ball teams and I don't want to sponsor any of them on the channel. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get one with a Howdy Folks logo, but it's probably going to be absurdly expensive, so I probably won't. I'll just get a blank slate, a big, bright, white blank slate, just like me. Now, I have personality. I have characteristics that set me apart from the rest of the world. I've got Ed. I hear you, Ed. Where are you? That's not Ed. Who the heck is that? Excuse me, do you know Ed? Ed? Ed, do you know that? You don't know this one. Okay. I'm just going to pretend like they don't exist and kind of move on with our lives there. Ed, you didn't see anything. Do you want an apple? I haven't even asked if you're hungry or anything. You just kind of exist here. Okay. Ed doesn't seem to want the apple. We're going to leave Ed alone. Someone had a great idea about the sort of excess nonsense that we're getting out of this chest over here. And I wanted to look it up real fast because I wanted to give him a big proper shout out. I think that if you go through the effort of watching the archives after the live stream is over, I think that probably your experience won't be as good because it's mostly just me rambling to people in the chat. So if you sit down and you go through the effort of coming up with these ideas. So this is from Mason Collins, who says, "Hey Reese, just a suggestion. Instead of feeding the random junk you get from the loot bags, you can just," I think he meant into a trash can. He said you can just recycle them back into the loot recycler and generate more bags. More bag equals more MC. More MC equals more diamonds. By the way, loving watching you. Hopefully, I'll be able to wake up early enough to join you in the streams. That would be very cool, Mason Collins. That would be very cool. So, from what I gather, he is recommending we take this stuff, which is now full. We're now out of space. That's a problem. So, nobody panic. Nope. Okay. Nope. Nobody panic. We got this. We're going to contribute to this. No? All right. Took care of itself. I love it when problems take care of themselves. Take stuff out of here, like this bronze sword and a few of these teleportation. Let's get this stuff sorted. Maybe quite a few teleportation wands. When we have an automatic system that pumps them back into the loot recycler. And we need to make sure that we can loot recycle these objects, and we can. That's good. I like to see that. Oh my gosh, we have 100 stored bags? Okay. That is many stored bags. I guess maybe we can go ahead and set this up a tier. It says 195 stored bags. 55 diamonds. Was that because we put those wands in there? Surely not. Hold on. How many stored bags do we get for a wand? Let's find out. All right, what are we looking at right now? We got 105 stored bags. 106. Okay, so that didn't. Well, it gave us a whole stored bag all by itself, didn't it? Or am I imagining things? Let's try it with these glasses. The amazing Technicolor glasses. Let's see what they get us. No, give me my apples. Not my apples, thank you. I'm not sure what contributions that made. They may just be pumping them out so fast into here. 206. All right, let's take this up a tick, and let's say we'll go over to whatever the epic loot bag tier is, and that should clear these out pretty fast. Or heck, no, we don't have that many. Definitely don't have that many. What was that last one there? What is this? The old blue bag? A mysterious blue bag that seems to be holding something inside. Let's not do that. Let's just go up to this one. We'll go up to epic loot bag and we'll see what happens. We're going to set this thing up so that it pumps items around and into here. And in order to do that, we're not going to need to do anything too complicated. We're just going to need to have a transfer node and some more transfer pipes. And we have plenty of those inside of here. So the one that I'm thinking of here isn't going to be complicated. It's just going to basically get the job done. I know what the concern is that some of you may have, and that's, well, Reese, what if you need some of these items? But we're never going to, are we? These things, maybe. These look like they're for Ender IO, and they might be useful. A remarkable capacitor increases energy storage and speed, increases energy stored. Yeah, see, these are useful. These things right here are actually useful. But they're sort of among the rarer things that we might want to keep. And what we can do is we can set up a filter. How did diamonds get inside of here? How did diamonds get inside of here? Diamonds should be inside of here. There we go. We can set up a filter to only deposit certain objects into the trash. So we can get rid of things like the excess of amazing Technicolor glasses that we don't need. Because that's for seeing invisible blocks, and we have none of those. And in a single-player game, what purpose would they serve? I think they're good for monsters. If we could build our entire base out of invisible blocks that monsters couldn't walk on unless they have the glasses on, I think is how that works. Or maybe they're just invisible unless you're... I don't know. Not even going to pretend to know. We're going to put that there, and then we're going to build that, and then we don't want these two to connect because that would just present all kinds of problems that we don't want to deal with today. But once we hook this up, it should start automatically pulling items out of here, which is kind of what we wanted, but at the same time, not exactly what we wanted. Like I said, we want to set up a filter. So what are we going to do with redstonia crystals? I don't know. They might have a purpose at some point, so I don't really want to get rid of those or the blue ones. I just want to get rid of some of these excess items that we've got. So let's make a filter. I don't think we've made a filter at all in this game, and there are better ways of doing this. We could build item transfer nodes, which we talked about last time, and I still fully intend on doing at some point. But for right now, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a filter. It's a really basic recipe. It's redstone, sticks, and string. So we should be able to build one with just things that we have inside of the high ed. Get off of the chest, please. You're being very rude right now. Show some respect. Redstone, string, and did I say it was sticks? I believe so. So yeah, so we have everything we need in here. And also, diamond stiffened mesh is something that we needed to complete a quest. Now, I haven't really been sticking with the quest book. And in fact, I've even criticized it for being uninteresting. And I've said I have no interest in completing it. And it's true. I stand by it. I don't care. But some of you might. So let's go ahead and open up the quest book. And for the sake of advancement, let's go ahead and say we did this. Ta-da! We got a loot crate. We got some $5 bills. Let's see what's inside of our loot crate here. What have we gotten? We've got... Hey! We got some Emmy glass cables. Actually kind of useful in the future, I think. We'll put these up inside of... Well, we'll put them up inside of here, I guess. Ample space. And we will put our $5 bill in there. We could put that in our wallet, but guess what we're not going to do? We're not going to put it in our wallet. Can't be asked. The rest of this stuff, we'll hold on to the diamond stiffened mesh, but these, since they have a value, we just put them back in there, and we'll come back to them later when we get around to doing that. Filter, though, like I say here, we only want to get rid of certain things. So Technicolor glasses, bronze picks, bronze helmets, probably bronze swords, all of these random bronze things that we have in excess of. Let's hang on to a couple of teleportation ones, because they're useful. But now we're going to open up our filter, and I think the way that this works is we want to whitelist bronze helmet. So you got to left click on these, and that's something I struggled with in previous series that I've done, is left clicking. And you'd think, well, that's kind of obvious, Reese, but I don't know. It just never occurred to me. I spent a lot of time beating my head against the wall trying to figure out why things wouldn't go in there, and that's your answer. So throw down the transportation node, or the teleportation node, or whatever it's called. I think it's transportation. Put down that filter. Take these back out. There we go. And then we're going to hook the whole darn thing back up using our transfer pipes. And we should start seeing take out only the items that we have whitelisted. So it should start here. Yep, there they go. And they're going to go pretty slow at first. We could put some speed upgrades in there. I think we even have speed upgrades lying around someplace. But it should start pumping those into the loot recycler, which still has too many stored bags. How many diamonds do we have at this point? Okay, we're doing pretty hot there. And it doesn't look like we're getting any sort of epic, cool new loot. since we upgraded to the... You know what? Let's go ahead and get ourselves some upgrades. Like I say, we should have around here somewhere a speed upgrade. I think. I might be wrong. But I thought we had some speed upgrades lying around, and it doesn't appear as though we do. So I guess I'm just crazy. We could also use some stack upgrades. That would help us get the bags out of the recycler a lot faster. You see how there's 153 in there? Well, it's only going to pull them out one at a time. A speed upgrade would work, but a stack upgrade would be better. And we built these before. I can't remember what we built them for. But some machine around here does have a stack upgrade. So what we can do is we can just get ourselves some gold, I believe. Yeah, let's get a stack of gold. And, oh, hold on. No, okay, I was going to say, I thought we made a bunch of these. And I still kind of think we did. But we've probably made some weighted pressure plates before, too. Oh, we've just untrained it. Well, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. We've relearned it. I don't see stacks of red... Oh, well, there's an upgrade base. Cool. What I'll go ahead and do is just put these in there, though. And it should automatically gin up some more in the future. And then we need another gold and a diamond. This used to be a challenge for us, but those days are behind us. We can get our gold, and we can come down here, and we can just get a diamond. We have plenty, so no rush on that. Oh, come here, you. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. I guess we'll hold on to you. Then you're not going back in. Diamonds and gold and our red upgrade base will give us a stack upgrade. And what are we looking at right now? Got 163 in there. How about now? That should drop to 100. It's not. Maybe it's because the items aren't stackable. Ooh. Ooh, that could be an issue. You can't stack these bags, so it can't pull out a whole stack at a time. We should have just stuck a speed upgrade in there. I guess you live and you learn, you know, and we've got some more upgrade bases, so a speed upgrade is in the works now. Speed upgrades, we built these a ton of times before, blocks of redstone and gold. It's nothing new. We've used these for, let's see, block of redstone, gold. We've used these in all of our cobblestone collectors, so no massive deal here. And this is probably going to help us out a lot more. We should probably build multiples of these. I am concerned, though, that we are going to... Let's take that out. Let's leave that in there. How are we doing on GP? Are we maintaining the grid? We should be. We've got... I think we have an excess of power right now. Okay. It's at least staying level, if not going down very slowly. I think we should speed that up. I think we should add at least one more. Just to... What do I need? What else do I need? Was it... What else was it, boys? It was gold. Okay. Let's throw these diamonds that we have with us in here. I was trying not to take any diamonds out because I wanted to see how much diamonds we could generate inside of an episode. Once we get this thing up and working, though, I think we'll take out all of the diamonds and then we'll see where we can get before we end the stream. Just sort of, you know, like a 10-minute test. So we're going to add a second one of these. That should speed things up along even better. And the whole goal here is to hopefully bring down that backlog. So right now we're at 156... 157, 156, 155. Okay, so it is going down. It's slowly going down. And that's good enough for me. Inside of here, we're building up to 64, at which point we'll move them over here. We'll open them up. We got 64 diamonds in here. And it looks like this is doing a pretty good job of pulling out all of the items. But it's not gotten all of them out yet. I don't even think bronze chest pieces are in there. I don't think we put that in the filter. So we might have to go back and add that later. But for right now, it seems to be going just fine. Let's check storage crates and see what goes into a storage crate upgrade, because it also helps you just make a larger storage crate. And we could make one if we had some void crystal blocks, we'd be set to go. But in order to get that, I think we have to get a block of coal through an atomic reconstructor, and I have no idea what that is or how we power it. Alternatively, there's a factorizer combine. If any of you know what that does, I don't know. Factorizer. Yeah, there it is. Factorizer Basic. It combines and splits various items. Okay. I mean, this doesn't look particularly challenging, right? Iron gear, lead ingots, a device frame, a crafting table. I don't know what this is. Redstone servo? That's real basic. Probably runs off of FE or in whatever the power situation is in this pack. Huh. We could do this. We could totally do this. I don't know why we would, but we could do this. Alternatively, the atomic... What was it? Atomic reconstructor is this guy here, which is an even more basic recipe. But how do you power it? We have to get... I mean, this is This is really simple stuff. I don't know if we have any black quartz, but I'm sure we could go find some somewhere. I don't know where. Let's find out. Let's see. Do we have any quartz? Oh, we do have black quartz. Should we just build one of these then? Because it is a simpler recipe, and we would save a lot of time. I mean, what is it? Iron? We could get some iron. We have bars of the stuff. Some sticks we've already got in our inventory. We've already got redstone. We have string that we don't need, so we'll put that away. And then the final step in the process is the black quartz. Now, powering this is probably going to require that we get an entirely different type of generator from the one that we've already got lying around, because we do have a generator lying around from a couple episodes ago when we did a thing, but I'm not sure what it was. But there we go. Atomic generator. Or, I'm sorry, atomic reactor. We'll throw that down maybe right here. Cool. Alrighty. Redstone mode's deactivated. Hold a redstone torch to begin. That's a bit odd. I don't know if it needs power, but I am assuming that it does. I'm holding a redstone. Right-click to toggle. Pulse mode. Deactivation. Pulse mode. Deactivation. It doesn't have a lens. The darn thing, it does want RF, and that's at least something. We can give it power than using our furnace generator. We'll throw that down right next to it. That should start to maybe power up. I don't know. Oh, there's no fuel in here, of course. Naturally, we can fix that. Let's just get a couple blocks of coal. Power up, baby. All right, now we need to get this thing a lens. Jeez, the work. Oh, did I just get shot? What the heck just happened? Okay, no, now listen. Calm yourself down. Deactivation, pulse. Hello? Well, that was wild. What did we want? What did we? What did we want to use this thing for? I can't even remember now. That was just so distracting. A crate. We wanted to make something or another. Let's see, crates. We wanted to make a void crystal block, which is a block of coal, shot by this thing. Okay, we can do that then. Let's get a block of coal. I guess set it down in front here. Do we have to put a lens in this thing, though? All right. Deactivation? Oh my gosh, that was easy. How about that? Okay. All right. Calm down, you. Calm down. Let's get some more coal blocks. This is way easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay. We'll put them in a row like so. And then as it shoots them, we can just collect one. Wait, do these have a value? If these have an EMC value, we're just wasting our time. They don't. All right, good. Okay, next one. And then the final one in the chain. Awesome. All right, and then we'll turn this thing back to pulse mode, whatever that means, and put a couple more blocks of coal in there. Keep that thing burning. Okay, so we've got our void crystal blocks. Now we need to also get some planks, which is simple enough. But then we also have to have... Oh, can we just build an upgrade? That would be so much better. Small to medium upgrade. Oh, well, we have to have a... Huh? Well... We have to have the medium storage chest in order to create the upgrade, which means we have to create a small storage chest, then a medium storage chest, then surround that with planks. But I guess at the end of the day, it would save us the hassle of having to pick this thing back up. So, small blessings, I suppose. How are we doing on diamonds? See, I don't think that we're really benefiting from having this set up all the way, because we're not getting a whole bunch of epic loot. If we have it just set to the lowest tier, it constantly pushes them through here. We get stuff like lapis constantly. See what I mean? Look at this. And then that automatically puts stuff out here. See, look at that. Do you have a... See, this has a... And what about you? Probably need to put a storage upgrade in you as well. This is fine, though. Look how much faster we're getting diamonds at this point. This is so... You can just watch the EMC tick up if you just sit here and just look at it. It's amazing. This is the way to leave it right here. Let's go ahead and get that upgrade then. So let's find ourselves a small storage crate. Surround that with some chests. Okay, yeah, I more or less remember what we need here. It's 4 chests, a collection of sticks, which we have, a collection of planks, which we don't have, but we do now, and then I think you just need a single piece of wood. We'll go with jungle wood, because at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Nothing really matters to me. Oh, that has... Oh, man, this has an EMC value. If I'd known that, that would have saved us some time. Wait a minute. Do crates have an EMC value? Well, strike me sideways. Glad we checked. I'm very glad we checked. This also... Oh, this doesn't, though. Okay, so the upgraded variety does not. Alright, then. we need to surround that now with planks to create our upgrade. I wonder if the upgrade has an EMC value. How silly would that be? It doesn't. But now, if we take a look inside of here, that's what we're looking at. But now, shift-click it. Oh, okay, it has 2 whole screens. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but it's good. We just have 2 screens in one chest. It didn't look any bigger. I was a little bit concerned. That's nice. I can surround it now with empowered void crystal blocks, which I guess are void crystal blocks that have gone through a factorize or combine. I'm not sure. Oh, an empowerer. Okay, we have one of these. We do have an empowerer. So you can surround the empowered void crystal block with charcoal, black dye, stone, and flint. Should we even engage in this behavior? Where's the empowerer that I know that we have somewhere around here? It's in one of these chests. Hey, Myco95, what's up, my friend? How are you doing today? Let's get these Technicolor glasses out of here. We'll leave behind, like I said, a couple of teleportation wands. The rest of this stuff, though, we're going to shove inside of here because Shrek it, and it should automatically get pulled out now into the, not the energy condenser, but into the loot recycler, which is way better than a trash can. Imagine a world in which I'd actually gone ahead and put all this stuff into, oh man, I would have been so upset with myself. All right, so you have no loot. No, okay, so all the loot bags have been removed or are now inside of the loot bag storage, which is moving them at an appropriate rate to the bag opener. We can't speed this up any. There's no benefit to it because of how long it takes for it to open the bags. I think we're going to get some diamonds in here now because I don't think it'll put diamonds in here if there's already diamonds in there, if that made sense, but it looks like it will. We've got some amazing Technicolor glasses that have a bit of damage on them, so they're not going to be automatically pulled out for some reason. Broken pickaxe. We might have to come through here occasionally and manually move some of this stuff out, but that's fine. It doesn't present any major hassle. I'm feeling good. All my exams so far have gone well. Hey, Myco95, congratulations on the excellent exam completion. Excellent. Yeah, that's made sense. Congratulations. That's really exciting. So, I mean, have you gotten, like, grades back or anything, or how long does that take? Or do you just feel very confident about it? I always felt good about a test, like, even if I didn't know what the grade was. If I walked away from it feeling very confident, I felt, you know, it put a nice spring in my step, but then also, if I ever, it didn't always end well. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the shadow, words, the light sage, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Sometimes I would walk away feeling very, very confident about whatever it is I had done. And then I had just like the heartbreaking realization that my confidence was for naught and I only got like a C. But hopefully that's not the case for you, Myco95. In fact, I'm sure it's not. Two more tomorrow and then head back on Friday. All right. Well, best of luck with all of that. Guys, I don't know how to make this thing work. We're supposed to be able to open up the Empowerer and do what with it exactly? I mean, it shows that it has some sort of interface because we can put different things inside of it and it'll spit out an empowered void crystal block. But it's not explaining how to do that. In the Empowerer, because every mod needs an infusion altar, the display stand can also be used for other things. What are you talking about, display stand? I've got no idea how this thing works. It certainly looks like it's powered up. Maybe you just put items directly on top of it. If that's the case, we should be able to figure this out. Hand back on Friday. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense as well. You notice I didn't question it because I just assumed this was just a thing that I wasn't familiar with. I just assumed that a lot because it does happen. It keeps saying that there's no lens on here, but I don't know if that's a necessity. It doesn't appear as though we need a lens. It seems to work just fine without one. I mean, it's just blasting these blocks of coal all by its lonesome. And I don't know if a lens would be beneficial to the process in any way. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to shut this thing down. And then I'm going to hop up here and maybe I can just place this block. Ah, okay. We've done it. Get out of here, zombie. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? I don't know what I'm in the middle of, but dadgummit, we're going to give it our best effort. So next, we surround that with charcoal, flint, some black dye, black artificial dye, organic, just some sort of black dye, ink. I don't think we have any of that. I don't think we have ink because where would we have gotten ink from? Dye? We don't have any dye. Can we make it? Can we make some dye out of coal? I've got a lot of coal. I've got access to coal. What have I got here? Black dye, black pigment, floral black dye. Ah, a black lotus. Now hold on. We do have a black lotus. Hey, how to make it into dye? Sorry, what? Wait, hold on. No. This told me here that I could totally turn it into dye. Black floral, black dye. Black artificial dye? Oh, I don't have time to make a machine. I've got to go to actual work. Just give me some sort of basic recipe. What happened to the... Dead. Okay, you know what? You're going back in here now because you're useless to me. And what we're going to do is we're going to get bone meal. And we're just going to go hope to get a better flour than that. A flour that is less complicated and more beneficial to our cause. We do have a ton of space over here for doing that. Remember when we went through all the effort of setting this up so we would get like some friendly creatures spawning? Yeah, that hasn't happened yet, but we can still be hopeful. I'm just going to plant a whole bunch of this stuff and see if we get any sort of special super nice flowers. We're not getting anything but vanilla flowers. Okay then. This is Disappointment City. I suppose we could create a large watery area and hope that we get some squid spawning. Is there any other way to get ink besides that? What is our current goal? Well, somehow or another, our current goal ended up being get ink so that we can get something, or we got to try to figure out how this works, this empowerer, and then we're going to try to upgrade this crate. I mean, it's not super important, but it seemed to... Oh my god, gosh, okay, we're doing pretty good on the diamond front. It seemed like it would be a fun sort of task to get a leveled up crate. We should also just consider building an ME system. Ink, though, we've got a variety of options here, including bees and chickens, if you're into that sort of thing. I'm not. We're going to move right along to the crusher. We can crush black wool to get string and ink. Well, that requires that I get a black sheep, and that's probably not going to happen. What are my dye options? So we've got whatever this is. Okay, if we had a squeezer, we could squeeze some black tinted honey. Probably not going to happen. Artificial dye, we need a dye mixer. Oh boy. That looks like a whole process, and again, I have work. So moving right along, organic black dye. Alloy smelter. Things that we don't have. It seems that no matter what, we're going to have monsters. Not monsters, but creatures of some variety. So, I don't know why creatures aren't spawning in our lovely little habitat that we made for them over there. But let's just expand the lovely little habitat out a bit more and see if we can... I mean, I don't want to use the word trick creatures into spawning here because they should want to live here. This is a lovely area. I've gone through a lot of effort to make a world that is beautiful and happy and has lots of light and joy. And Ed, no, I don't want Ed. I've been trying to get rid of Ed, but Ed is very insistent. He sticks around. He doesn't get in the way anymore. He just kind of hangs around. He seems just happy to be here. I don't want to take that away from him. Reese, just try to be happy. Ha ha. Ha ha. What a reference to that horrible mod pack you've just made. Now, the mod pack wasn't awful. It just wasn't for me. But then also Cocoa-san blew it up, and that was depressing. So maybe let's not reference that. How are we going to do this? Let's just expand this dirt platform out a bit more. And maybe also away from us, because maybe that's the reason monsters aren't spawning. Maybe they don't like me. Something else I've considered is that we might need to build a world anchor if we want to go into the nether and do things. And I do. I do want to go to the nether and do things. If you're curious as to what I want to do in the nether, hey, that's a great question. And I'm glad that we live in a world where we're all free to ask each other questions like that. I don't have to answer it. My reasons are my own, and I'm going to keep them to myself. Why? That's another great question, and I'm happy we live in a world where you all get to ask me questions like that. Alright, so the grass should spread on its own. We could go get the watering can if we really wanted to accelerate the expansion of the grasslands, but why? Oh, right, it's got a limited range. Oh, well, if we built the diamond wand, we wouldn't have that limited range problem, and there's only a slight possibility that things could go horribly, horribly wrong. So let's go do that, because I like to take risks. There is no reward without risk, unless, of course, someone gives you the reward, but then it's not really a reward under those circumstances. Well, I mean, it's more like a prize situation. I was going to say, if you rescued a princess, that would be a reward, but then you did risk something for that. I'm trying to think of a no-risk situation. Winning the lottery, that requires that you buy a ticket, so that's not a low-risk situation. You're risking the loss of a few bucks to potentially gain a lot. Do you know what biome you're in? That could affect what spawns. I don't. That's very good thinking, Mike. That's good. Okay, so let's see. Biomes are on the screen somewhere right now. I don't know where, but somewhere on the screen. And in fact, there's a whole load of information. So if you ever wanted to know what CPU and GPU I had, there you go. Now you know. I mean, I've talked about it before, so that's not special. Let's see. Biomes. Minecraft. Lots of information. FPS. VSync. Something about where I'm facing. If you see biomes on the screen, say biomes. Say biomes. We need more dirt. I almost just walked right off the world. Good gosh, that could have ended poorly. Too bad we don't have just grass in here, but we don't have a tool with silk touch on it to just get grass. Maybe someday. I mean, I could probably build one right now. If you haven't found the biome by now, we're not going to find it. So there we go. Let's get that back off the screen. We may never know what biome we're in. It was probably there, though. I probably just didn't see it. That happens from time to time. If I just build a huge platform of dirt, right? Follow me on this. If I just keep going, we'll eventually go into a different biome. And that will affect what we were able to spawn. Yeah? We'll just get a whole lot more. We'll just get like a better opportunity. Okay. Let's just make a huge dirt platform that expands across multiple biomes. And, you know, what's the worst that could happen? We should probably put a wall around this at some point to keep creatures from wandering off of it. I think that they're a little bit smarter than that, though, right? They're not just going to walk off the world. One would hope. This is pretty substantial. Let's go a couple off to the sides. And then we'll start throwing down torches. And I might go get the watering can. I'm trying to keep an eye on the clock, though. We haven't streamed for that long. But the problem is I do have to go to work. Oh, we're out of dirt. Oh, what a shame. Dadgummit. I do have to go to work later today. So I'm trying to... we started the stream late, and I'm trying to balance streaming a little bit longer than I normally would with I still have to go to work and change out of all these clothes because I'm wearing clothes that I just cannot wear to work. I cannot wear a nice woolen sweater, knit sweater, and a robe to work, unfortunately. Hey, look, I found all those weighted pressure plates we've been carrying around. Well, let's just do this with them. That's going to be a better use for them anyway. Where's my watering can? Once more, right in front of me. Very good work. Got our watering can. That's going to help expand this stuff out a bit. Should we... I kind of liked having this thing fan out like that, but I don't know what the benefit to it was, if any. So, maybe we ought not do that. Okay. And then I think we should be even across... And let's start expanding the... I don't know if grass is important to animals, but it seemed like the sort of thing animals would care about. So, well, there you go. And I don't know if animals care about water. I don't think that they do. I know if we were using the bait mod that they would, but I don't think we have the bait mod. Trust me, I've looked into it. I don't think that we do, which is upsetting to say the least. But if you don't know what the bait mod is, basically, you can make bait to attract different animals, and different animals like different types of bait. So you could get carrots for, I think, pigs, and then you have to make like a wheat-based bait for cows. It's a pretty cool mod, but it's not in here. I can't make chicken bait or anything like that. If we just type in cow, for example, if I wanted to get a cow, the only thing that comes up is cow in a jar. So if you're demented, there's an option for you. You can get a cow inside of a jar, I guess. I don't claim to know why you'd want that. Cow trophy, again... I don't know why you would want that. It just occurred to me that something we could do. I don't know if this is a thing, but let's see. How to find what biome you are in Minecraft. Okay, there we go. My idea was that there might be a command we could type in that would tell us, but I don't know. Okay, 2017 is the most recent one. That'll do. That'll do just fine. I didn't think that llamas were in one version yet. Savannas, yellowish grass. If it helps at all, savanna biomes. Okay. That's not helping me at all. How do I figure out if this is from like 2012? Everyone's saying F3. I already looked there. Here's one from November 4th, 2018. Chunk updates, integrated servers. Does it tell me what biome? Oh, it does tell me what biome I am in. I must have actually just missed it then. Oh, look at that biome. Forest. It's like, well, I can't show you but if you look at it from the top down, it's kind of in the middle of the second block. It was there the whole time. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unabsolutely believable. Well, at least now we know that, and knowing is half the battle, as the kids say. We should be fine in a forest then. I mean, animals spawn in forests. Animals like forests. Now that I think about it, have only ever seen dead cows in a forest. That's a fun story. My friend got a house. Well, he didn't get a house. He was very young. He was probably 5 at the time. And we went over to his house, and we decided to go explore the woods. And they had like 20 or 30 acres of land. And we ended up just exploring until we found what I can only describe as a cow graveyard with a ton of dead cows. Thank you for telling me the time very loudly. And that was a little bit on the creepy side. So we just called it the cow graveyard, and that's a true story. That's the only time I've ever seen cows in the woods. I mostly see them out in the plains. I'm not saying cows don't go in the woods. Please don't misunderstand. Anything is possible with cows. That's the first thing you learn about cows when you become a rancher. Anything is possible with cows. You look outside, there's pixies flying around. They've got golden dust, and they believe, man. They believe. You got to look out for the cows, man. That's all I'm saying. It's just, when it comes to cows, expect the unexpected. Hey, okay, how you doing, Turtle Lover? You having a good one? Goodness gracious. Hey, I saw you on the Discord last night. Yeah, so are you new around there? I can't say I remembered seeing your username on there before, but that's not saying much because I forget a lot of things that happen on the Discord. All of the time. I'll have conversations with people, and they'll just completely they leak out of the side of my brain. It's unbelievable. All right. We should have animals spawn here. But on the off chance that we don't, should I build a second platform someplace else? Let's put some water out there. We're going to put some water out there. What do you guys think about that? Let's put down some water. Maybe they'll like it. I don't know how animals feel about water. I like water. You're sort of new. Okay. Good. On the Discord specifically is what I was referring to. You know what? Let's get some dirt. We're going to put this at like ground level. We're going to make it look real snazzy. We don't want the animals to show up and there's just a block of water spreading across the surface of the land, because that doesn't set up like a good, let's see, some dirt, and we'll also get some stone. What are we using here? We're using big old stone, polished stone. No, we're using chiseled stone. We don't want them to show up and think that we're running some sort of cut rate operation. We want them to look around and think, okay, yeah, this is classy. The water's level with the ground. This is some high quality stuff here. And then they'll move in and they'll live here and they'll live here forever, and it'll be great. So I guess probably right here would be good. I don't know if that's dead center or not, but it doesn't matter, does it? So put the water like that, and then we just have to get up underneath it like so, and not kill ourselves. Okay, that's going to be the real challenge, though, is not dying in this moment. And I think that the cows are really going to appreciate the effort that we've gone through to set this sort of thing up. You just joined the Discord. Yeah, that's what I thought, because I hadn't seen your name on the Discord before. It's usually the same people on the Discord, you know? So it's always, anytime you see someone new, it's kind of obvious, because you're like, what is this name? What is this name? Who is this avatar? Has someone changed their name? Who changed the name? What's going on here? And that happens. People will change their name sometime, but they'll keep talking to you like they've been there forever. And everyone else seems to know who it is and that they changed their name, but I don't know who it is and that they changed their name. And yeah, maybe that's my issue. I don't know. So like I said, I want to turn this into a classy joint that's going to attract all like the highest quality clientele when it comes to animals. So maybe let's put down some glowstone too, because torches are pretty early game, and we don't want to look like we're early game. We want to make this place look like a spa for cows, pretty much. You know, as they're traveling through the sky, as cows do. As they're traveling around through the sky, trying to determine where they want to call home, they're going to come across this place, and they're going to see that we have water that is level with the ground, which is good for them. They love that. It's a cow's best friend, is water that's level with the ground. And it's being surrounded by some lovely glowstone. And so no fumes coming off of torches or anything like that. How about that? And then, you know what? We'll surround this pool with some stone, and that'll really class it up. That's going to really class up the joint. You don't want dirt making direct contact with your water, because dirt is, by definition, dirt-y. Stone, though, classy. All right, cows, chickens, sheep. This is your new playground, man. I'm inviting you all to come stay here. I'm not going to worry. Well, should I worry about the fact that there's not enough grass? Because that is a problem. Mufasa, yeah. Mufasa, if Mufasa was here, he'd be all into this. He'd love this fountain. This would be his sort of jam. He would absolutely adore this. He would set up like a little house over there, and he'd just chill. That would be cool if Mufasa showed up instead of just Ed. Why is it always just Ed? I say always, as though this is a common problem for us, as though Ed pops up in numerous series. Ed has been in what? This and Tekkit Legends, maybe? Or something? I can't even remember. Technicolor glasses. We're getting rid of those. I don't know what this shovel kit is. I don't know what purpose it serves. It's from forestry, but why? Why is it from forestry? What does it do? I don't know. Let's get rid of these Technicolor glasses. They're just taking up space. We'll put them back inside the loot recycler. How are we doing on diamonds? Doing great. We're doing absolutely great on diamonds. Let's take a nap. We're going to go to bed because we haven't done that in a long time. Boy, it's spooky down here. Someone told me that these were for creating a ME system, and then they took a dig at me saying I'd never built an ME system. Well, you know what? Waiting on the page to load. I should have waited for the page to load before I switched camera angles and put my finger up like this. You know what, Rosvale? I have made one. Oh, they replied. They were making a generalist statement that assumed someone would make since you know internet. Rouse, you're not wrong about that. You are not wrong about that. But I have made an ME system. I have done it before. It's been a while though. It's been some time. We should probably build one in this series. All right, beautiful new day. Sunrise. Still no cows. That's all right. Dramatic. Extremely dramatic. That's what I go for. I have a flair for the dramatic. I think that that's what makes my content really stand apart from better content on the internet, is the over-dramatization. Later on in the series, I plan on having my brother here, and we're going to have some kind of like falling out because it turns out, I don't know, something dumb like I'm actually his father is going to happen. Could be fun. Could be fun. I don't know. Maybe not. It all depends on, you know, whether or not we get the budget for it. And right now, these amazing Technicolor glasses, I've just got to go because they've got no purpose. They're a little bit used, so we can't do anything with them. We're just going to throw them off the world and be done with them. Is that littering? I don't know. Where are they going to land? Is there anything beneath us? Imagine if we just kept throwing things off of there that eventually an island formed below us, just made out of trash. How despicable would that be? By the way, have we thoroughly explored the bottom of this land? I'm pretty sure we have. I don't think there's anything left to find down there. Let's grab some stone just on the off chance, and we'll head back down. And we'll maybe, first off, shore this place up a little bit better, because it is quite dangerous, and I don't want to fall off. So let's build a platform-like structure. You know, a platform. And let's fill in some of these gaps that we have. Cool. Also, torches. Torches would be very useful. I don't want monsters spawning down here. I don't even want monsters spawning on that island anymore. Rip Technicolor glasses. They won't be missed. You're absolutely right, Turtle Lover. I won't miss them at all. Micah is adopted, confirmed. No, I'm his father. I don't know. I've never watched a daytime soap, but I think that if we were going to make a Howdy Folks daytime soap, it would have to be something like, I'm Micah's father, and then Jenna is my mother, and then also, none of this is real and we're all in a simulation. Rip Fire Clucky. Ah, this is where we got that egg. Of course. There is nothing else down here, though. It seems as though this is all just a dead end. Unfortunately. Should we dig around a bit more? Yeah, I don't think we're going to find anything down here except for some concrete, which is some dangerous stuff in and of itself. I'm just trying to fill in the gaps here. For safety's sake. Not that we're ever going to come back down here, but, you know, just on the off chance something happens and we end up down here. We could build a whole nother level down here. We could build a whole second island. We could do everything we've done up here again, but up here or down below instead. And we could put some mole people down there. That would be fun. Oh, I could manipulate a whole species of people. I could get them here. I don't know how. I could have them live beneath the island, and then I could convince them that I'm their god or something. Oh, well, that could be a fun time. But we have now gone quite a bit over. It's now 7:08. So 8 of the minutes I normally use to get dressed, I've completely missed out on. But I didn't start until pretty late anyway. So that one's on me. Honestly, that's my fault. I think that what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to locate the name of our patron supporters, and I'm going to read those out. And if you're watching live, like Mike095, a Turtle Lover, and whoever else might be tuned in but not chatting, please let me see your names so I can say goodbye to you. And thanks for watching. Before that, though, big shout out to our Excelsior supporters over on patreon.com/howdyfolks. Thank you, Dake Tora, Lucky Lou Dog, and DW Dev. Thank you to our executors, Blood Elf, Ice, Juan Flores, and Zepho09. Thank you to our Discordians, Sack Enter, and our patrons, Susudicum, Ryan Control, and Magic Mud. And thank you to Turtle Lover, 2244, and Miko95 for tuning in. I thought Jenna was your goldfish's hamster's best friend's something, or rather enemy's arch nemesis. That too. Same. Yeah, but also my mom probably. I don't know, possibly. Turtle Lover 2240. What is that? What am I looking at? Oh, I don't like it. And my first thought was that it was a beaver for some reason with absurdly large eyeballs, but I see now that it's a human face, but it's a cartoon face with overly realistic human hair. I don't care for that. I don't want to look at that ever again. I don't like that. We are streaming tomorrow, though. We are going to definitely stream tomorrow. Probably more Minecraft. Maybe something else, though. I still have Morrowind. I got the world back. The save was gone. I restored it. I pulled it out of the clutches of ruin and decay. So we might try playing that. But more than likely, we'll play some Minecraft. Okay. I'll see you folks tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you so much for joining us during this live stream. If you enjoyed it, please share it with a friend or loved one. They'll enjoy it as well, and thank you are really cool for watching it. Also, big thanks to our patron supporters. Check out the link in the description or head to patreon.com/howdyfolks to find out how you can become a patron or executive producer. Until next time, thank you folks for watching, God bless you, and we'll see you later.